Hello, gang. How's it going? It's Mr. Marcus Wall from the Coliseum, and we are going to be studying abilities today in Splinterlands because I'm putting together a full guide to somebody that's new to Splinterlands. And there's been some new cards that have come in from Chaos Legion, so it kind of turns things upside down on the old strategy, and we have to get used to the new strategy. So we'll be studying abilities, and just a reminder, there will be a tournament at 4:30 p.m. Pacific in which you'll be able to play, and I believe it is only a 5 DC entry. Okay, now there's something that I wanted to bring up for sure, and that'll be splintercards.com, so we can study abilities. There is abilities, and then this post is fine. Yeah, that'll work. We can talk through that. Okay, and let's see up. What's going on under Stoner? Yeah, baby. Shade Croat, how you doing? I will open up a giveaway for you good people. Keep in mind, we are working on some content today, but we will be doing intermissions with the Wheel of Death, where we do free giveaways, and this is an awesome thing to participate in if you are a new player, especially if you are on a budget. So I opened up the giveaway, so if you are a follower, then you would just enter !Raffle, and then you will be in the giveaways. Okay, I opened all that up. Just a note for the news, guys, we gave away a free land plot. I think it was 2 days ago, so pretty crazy. How you doing there, Ingai? Okay, XVA, you guys are all appreciated and welcome. We're doing a little bit of content today, so to tackle this, I'd like to begin going through the abilities, and we will try to do them smoothly, and then we'll play some battles where we watch the abilities. Okay, guys, so I will try to keep my eyes on the chat if you guys offer some insight, and it also comes up on the screen, doesn't it, guys? A white on white isn't exactly perfect, but we're gonna have to work with it, right? Okay, my good people, maybe we'll do a few, then we'll have an intermission with Wheel of Death, but let's start by studying the Affliction ability. Blocks healing, correct, guys? When a monster with Affliction hits a target, it has a chance of applying Affliction, okay, on the target, so therefore it cannot be healed if Affliction hits it. 50% chance of applying Affliction. Now, one thing to think about, and this is going to be the cool part for us to explain this ability and how it works out in the game, is that when for example, when Cleanse is used, it can remove the Affliction ability. So that's an example of interplay, right? Also, when a monster has immunity, that means that Affliction cannot be cast on it. And then this, yeah, okay. Let me take a look at the abilities for 1 second. I don't think there's anything there. And here's Cleanse. That's what Cleanse looks like. And then, of course, this is the immunity symbol. But then I think we can move on. We'll go to the next ability. Anything you guys have to say? Yeah, Ram, I'm moving things around a little bit. We're going to have that 4:30 p.m. Pacific tournament We're going to be doing that later. Right now we're just doing some content on abilities. Yes, so good morning, sure. Yes. All right, we'll keep rocking. Amplify. This is a new ability from the Chaos Legion release of cards. Increases magic reflect, return fire, and thorns damage to all enemy monsters by 1. So that means that, you know, a monster has to have the thorns ability on it, right? And then when a monster strikes it, it takes 2 damage because of the thorns. But if Amplify is on one of your cards, it is then taking 3 damage. So that works with magic reflect, return fire, and thorns. To keep that together, should we let's look at thorns so we can kind of keep everything connected. Where is our thorns at? Here it is. All right, let's cover the thorns ability. All right, so when a melee attack monster hits another monster and that happens to have thorns on it, they're going to take 2 damage, right? And that's what thorns does. Now this is kind of like part 2 of this series, guys. So I'm going to show you I'm going to put this YouTube video inside here, and this is what's going to cover the super basics. There's a YouTube video that you guys can see. Okay, that covers the super basics, and this is part 2 of our training. And then I'm also going to put this post in here for you guys. Now, I would just say that, you know, if you have not followed the blog yet, I would appreciate it so that I can communicate and chat with you. But here's the post we're working on. It's like a complete training series, and this is part 2 that we're doing today on abilities. Okay, so let's see where we're at. I would now like to cover Magic Reflect. Okay, Magic Reflect. I heard a follower or two there. That is appreciated. Thank you. Magic Reflect, it deals damage equivalent to the attacker's damage divided by 2, rounded up. Okay, so let's throw an example out there. If 3 magic on your side hits Magic Reflect on your opponents, what happens is we divide it, you know, in 2, so it becomes 1.5, but then we round up. So it's kind of nasty when we do a 3 magic attack on Magic Reflect because we take 2 back, right, guys? Okay. So these are all tied into, because we got going on this because of Amplify, because Amplify can increase the damage taken by thorns, Magic Reflect, or return fire. Anybody that doesn't know the rules yet. Well, we start with like the very beginning, and now this is part 2 or intermediate. And then I started this whole thing when I had somebody come through Discord and said, who's going to teach me the game? All right, next, guys, is Return Fire. Return Fire. And another thing about using Splinter Card Site is that it also shows you, I'm going to try to put splintercards.com in. It also shows you when a monster first gets this ability, which is, it's very useful. This is a very useful little function here. So Return Fire, damage is equal to the damage of the attacker divided by 2. So it acts just like Magic Reflect, but this time it is affecting ranged damage. Does that make sense? So my side, if I got 3, you know, ranged, hitting an opponent that has Return Fire, well then 3 is divided by 2 is 1.5, rounded up becomes 2. So if I hit 3 damage on my opponent, I'm going to take 2 damage back and return fire. So that brings us back to, we'll go do backfire. We will do that, but I would like to do, hey team, how you doing? Dave's in the house. Matt, what's going on? Matt, I think I saw a post from you in Discord for Hive Gaming. That's awesome. I'll make sure and get over there and upvote it. And we will take an intermission right now, guys, and do a giveaway. Does that sound fun and exciting? We'll bring on the Wheel of Death. Now, I'll just give you guys about 10 seconds. You must be a follower, and then you enter exclamation point followed by Raffle. Now, we gave a free land plot out a couple days back, so it can happen to you. So jump in there, enter in, guys. Not very many entries, so this could work out really good. Barry, how are you, my friend? Talk to us. Talk to us. Where are you from? Where are you from? How long have you been playing Splinterlands? Okay, so are you guys ready for this? Now we can't have a Wheel of Death without having our sound effects. So let me get one of those for you, and we'll do one quickly for you. How about something like this? Oh, from Spain. I didn't expect that. All right. Overseas from me. Excellent. All right, Barry. All right, guys. I'm going to pick a person, and that person is going to be Fishbone. Now, just to explain, I will open up another giveaway that we will get to eventually. And Fishbone is going to spin the wheel and see what he gets. And okay, he's going to score a rare Chaos Legion card. Now, just to explain the rules to you guys, this player now gets to decide whether they want to keep spinning. If they keep spinning and hit the gray death, then they die and they're reduced to a Chaos Legion baby common. He's gonna spin again, guys. Apparently he knows what's up. He's gonna spin for more prizes, and it is gonna be a, oh, he adds a Deep Lurker common. All right, that is a Deep Lurker plus a rare Chaos Legion card. Are you gonna keep going, Fish? Is this a decision point, or is this an automatic go? Tell us what you're gonna do. Okay. He did not take very long to think that over. I thought it was gonna stop him in his tracks a little bit, but it did not. He's gonna come up with another common. So you got 2 Deep Lurkers and a rare. Are you gonna keep spinning for more prizes? Tetskin, thank you for subscription. Just so everybody knows, so it's a fair ball game. If you are subscribed, you do get 3 extra bonus tickets for the giveaways. Guys, we'll be right back to abilities in our content study right after this giveaway. We're gonna see if our player wants to keep spinning when he has 2 Deep Lurkers. He is gonna spin again. Wow, this is getting, just one of these giveaways is sort of, I'm kind of on the edge here. Oh my gosh. Wow. 3 Deep Lurkers, 1 rare. Maybe, are these odds too good for you guys? Maybe they are. Maybe I need just a little bit more death, because you guys are just rolling me here. Let's see, add a category, add section. Let's add a section. There, I'm going to put a little bit more death on there. I'm getting rolled, man. All right, I think I saved it and we're good. What's he gonna do now, guys? He's got 3 deep. Oh, he's gonna stop. I scared him. Maybe I scared him. Okay, Fishbone, you know what to do. You got to put in your Splinterlands, what do you call that? In-game username? I suppose I'm in the wrong account, but we were going to get over there and play some practice matches. In just a second, I got to go into cards. I got to find Chaos Legion. I got to see if I have enough Deep Lurkers on hand. I get the feeling that I don't. Deep Lurker, so I owe you 3 of them. All right, well, I will go over to card auctions so I save the maximum in the industry. I'll get some Deep Lurkers, and maybe we'll buy 10 of them. What's the price down to now? Wow, they're selling. All right. If you're buying them in multiple BCX, then they're giving a pretty good discount, huh? What is going on? Why is there not single BCXs? Who's been disrupting my market? Well, I mean, not disrupting so much, but oh my gosh, I'm in the rental market, and I was kind of shocked that things were so low. No wonder. I was like, wow, Deep Lurkers dropped in price a little bit. Oh, it's like they're going up. I remember 27 cents. Good. I like to see prices going up. Not for what I'm doing right now, buying, but, you know, in general. All right, so I grab 9 Deep Lurkers. I check out, and in the top left, you'll see that I get my DEC savings that come back because I bought at card auctions. It's great. It's a great world. Now, as I put in, I search these cards. I'm giving him 3 Deep Lurkers. Did he get his in-game username in there? Drummer, how are you? Good evening, my friend. Just a second, we'll be getting back to content and covering the abilities in Splinterlands for beginning player. Fishbone, I'm going to try the check name feature. Check name Fishbone 08. What's that come back with? That seems odd. Oh, there we go. Oh, he put in name for me. Nice. Okay, 3 bad boy Deep Lurkers going out. And we also are going to grab a rare for him. Let's see if I have one handy. This is all because he came to a free show and grabbed the Wheel of Death. This is fun, right? There's a rare. Let's check it out. Let's see if I got one. Rare. I suppose if you're watching this as a content show, guys, then you can always just fast forward over our intermissions. What's this guy? All right. I'll give you a Mr. Reverse Speed. There you go. All right, guys, let's continue on with our content. Since I have you guys here, just remember that your insight is appreciated to these abilities as well. Let's see what's up next. We are on Backfire. So if an enemy misses the monster with an attack, the attacker takes 2 damage. Now, the important thing to realize, you betcha, important thing to realize about Backfire is that it could be ranged or melee or even magic if the monster had phase, right, guys? So that's something to remember about Backfire. And of course, who's the most famous Backfire card out there? The Chaos Agent, right? This is a new ability from the Chaos Legion set, my good people. All right, going on to the next one, we got Blast. If you've been around Splinterlands for a while, Blast is well known to you, especially maybe from Yod and Zaku. The summoner granting all monsters the blast ability. But blast to me is, you can describe it like splash damage, you know. So when it hits somebody, it also hits monsters that are next to it. Of course, if it hits the first monster, then it affects the monster in the back with damage. If it hits the last monster, it hits the next to last monster with damage. But what really makes it powerful is, like, say when you're using opportunity or snipe. When you attack the middle of a lineup, then no, it hurts a monster on the right, hurts a monster on the left. So that's why Snipe Zaku is such a powerful combination. And he was released in the Untamed set, right, guys? Okay, moving forward. Also, remember on Splinter cards, this tells you like when a card gets blast. For example, the Fire Demon then gets blast at level 3. You can see that on the card. Okay, so this is splintercards.com, guys, in case you want to pass this off to any beginning player. Guys, we have blind here. That means that it affects all the monsters on the opponent's side, right? And then, hey, how you doing there, ZEK? So that means that there's a 15% chance that your monster can evade if you've blinded the opponent's team. So blind on just one card gives all the opponent's monsters problems in hitting you, because they're at a minus 15% chance of hitting you. We have that correct, right? Yeah, blind should affect all the monsters. All enemy melee and range attacks have an increased chance of missing their target. Okay. All right, Bloodlust. I think the only, well, the only, yes, I should check before I say it. The only card that has Bloodlust that is in normal play is Grum Flameblade, right there. So this is a Chaos Legion skill. Every time it defeats an opponent, it gets +1 to all stats. And the reverse speed, interesting, I didn't know that. -1 to its speed. Huh, cool. Nice. Okay, guys, let's do camouflage, then we'll do another giveaway. How about that? I can see that ability study is just, not everybody's on the edge of their seat for an ability study, huh? Camouflage. This is really cool ability, guys. The monster cannot be targeted for attacks unless it's in the first position. So he'll sit there and hide. And in particular, camouflage being very powerful on our new Dr. Blight that came in as a promo card. Right, guys? Dr. Blight, a promo card. This is a new Chaos Legion ability. All right, you guys. I'm not going over math here. This is pretty fun stuff to cover these abilities. You characters out there, you characters. We're gonna do another giveaway. Are you guys ready for some fun? Let me see if I can wake you up with a lion roar. There you go. The Wheel of Death is coming, and let's see who is gonna come on down to Dr. Blight is right. I hope you had a chance to hit the follow button and then to enter ! Raffle. Also, guys, I'm looking to amp up YouTube a little bit. So if you're not hooked up with me on YouTube, it would be appreciated. And you'll see, for reasons like this, you can find this is a super beginner video that you could pass off to a new player. So see if you can get hooked up with me on YouTube. Would appreciate that, guys. Here comes the Wheel of Death. Plus, you don't want to miss any important news, like maybe a massive giveaway is going to be going on. And maybe you wouldn't have found out about it unless you were on YouTube. So what do I do? I'm going to pick somebody. Are you guys ready? Hey, look at that. Matt, thanks for supporting, backing me up. Oh, I didn't realize that was going to let me know you subscribed. So now I can see who's helping me out, huh? All right, yeah. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to pick a winner. It's going to be I can't control it. This is amazing. Really amazing. What odds? Wow. Is he upgraded? It says there was 37 entries and he only had 1. Can you believe it? Fish, you get to spin a spin again. Scary stuff happens, guys, when you get into probability and odds. Scary stuff happens. We saw a land plot go out 2 days ago. Yeah, you're hearing that right. This isn't a mom and pop shop giveaway. We had a land plot go out 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So I wanted to get you a sound effect. So he's gonna come on down again for the second time. Okay, so I'm going to complete that drawing and I'm going to open up another drawing for you guys. Good luck on getting into the Wheel of Death in your next spin. I'm going to open up the Greedy Goblin and the Dr. Blight Wheel, and here he comes, guys. Dun dun dun. Now I just have to find the spin button. Okay, from what I can tell, Fishbone's spinning again, and he's going to score a Deep Lurker. Fishbone, how much fun are you having? Tell me. Let me know. Let me know. Congratulations to Fishbone. Fishbone is making out like a goblin thief, isn't he? I was looking for some of this. We can all root. We can all root him on. He knows how to play the game. Let's spin the wheel, guys. And do, I'm getting scared over here. We saw a damn land plot go out. So I got to do something about, what is this? Oh, I was going to explain the rules to everybody. Okay, he's got a Chaos Legion rare and a Deep Lurker. What are you going to do next, my friend? What are you going to do next? Whoops, bumped the mic. Sorry. What are we going to do, my friend? This isn't much of a... I get the feeling Fishbone's going for the jugular. And he's going to... Oh, it can happen. Fishbone finds a death. And just so everybody sees how this works, since Fishbone died, we still give him a consolation. Let's grab him a lava spider. Fishbone. And the Masters of the Universe. Dun 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 dun. Okay, now there is another drawing, guys. So do not fret. Somebody else will be jumping on the board. We'll have some fun. And let's do one of these. All right, so maybe he will have better luck next time. Oh, what? Oh, that's true. It was almost a legendary. Yes. But thank God it wasn't a gold card, because that can be damaging as well. I know I'm supposed to be positive and root for everyone's good stuff, but we gave out a land plot 2 days ago. Gold card, legendary, and land plot are on the wheel, just so it's not a surprise, and you'll notice it on the rules. Even though if you hit the gold card, you still have to roll a 4-sided die to see what type of gold card it's going to be. Just so that's not a surprise for anybody. Guys, if I can jump with you, let's go back to content and go through these abilities to help new players. If you guys have insight, it would be great if you guys can throw it in as we go over these abilities. I'm trying to figure out how to get my wheel and goblin down. Very good. Okay, guys, we are on Cleanse. Cleanse is an awesome ability that removes those negative effects, right, guys? Removes all negative effects on the monster in the first position on your side of the monsters, on the friendly team. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but this is something that isn't necessarily obvious. Let's see what... Oh, they should be the same size, Rommel. This, you know, you guys critique, make sure I'm describing the abilities correctly. So, for instance, if I have Kelp Initiate, right, he will not cleanse the front monster until his speed goes off in the order of battle, right? So let's say that my front monster got hit by Affliction, but then when it comes to Kelp Initiate at the 5 speed, that's when the cleanse kicks off, right, guys? So give me a confirmation if that's right. And then also something that you may not know as a beginner is if the Kelp is in the front position, he will actually cleanse himself at the 5 speed. Okay, let's move on. Dun 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 dun. We got something about close range can perform range attacks from the front position. Well, how you doing, Simply Warrior? How many times have we seen when our poor ranged guy gets into the front position and now he can't hurt anybody anymore because he's in the front position? And if it's your last guy, you know the game is over, right? The game is over because he cannot attack. But watch this ability, guys. Close range. Close range means if I've got an arrow guy that ends up in the front position, he can still fire his ranged. What's up? Yes, tournament time change to 4:30 p.m. Pacific. And we can always move that around and stuff. It's just that, yeah, I mean, like one of the things that we have to think about is, okay, so 3 hours later, so that's like 7:30 p.m. Eastern, you know, and there might be people that are getting off work at like 5 or something. So, but I'm just moving it around, you know, trying different things, making it work. So next ability is gonna be Cripple. I've almost always looked at this as like a weaker ability. But check this. Okay, so each time an enemy is hit by a monster with Cripple, it loses 1 max health, and so its real advantage is that, you know, say a guy has 12 hit points and he's getting healed. Okay, so he picks up that 4 hit points. You know, he keeps picking up that 4 hit points on the heal. You know, but if we cripple him and we put him at 11, now he cannot heal that 4. He can only heal 3. And so this ability helps against endless heals. Do you guys have any insight into that? Anything to add on that? And it's interesting, I'm reading here that each time an enemy is hit by the monster, right? So it will keep crippling, you know, which is nice, and it's also, there's not a chance of it applying. If you hit them, it applies. I don't know, you know, sometimes we don't think through every single piece of these abilities, you know. All right, let's do you know, about 3 or 4 more of these, then we'll go into a giveaway. We'll have a little intermission. Death Blow. This monster does 2 times damage if their target is the only monster left on the enemy team. Now, I would say, guys, that this is probably a weaker ability. For me, personally, I don't remember ever scoring a Death Blow. Now, I would say it would probably help if I was using more Death Blows. You know, monsters that actually have Death Blow. Because I don't think I use monsters that have death blow very often. But pretty straightforward, guys. Demoralize, great ability here. One thing that is awesome with Demoralize is if it's, I don't know, say it's all melee creatures or something, and you bring in like a shield. If you bring in like shield and you demoralize enough because it's stackable, then it's like your opponents can't do any damage against you, which is kind of cool. Okay. All right, very good. SCF. Awesome. We'll be doing a raffle in just a moment. Demoralize, pretty simple, guys. It's going to -1 to all of your opponents' melee creatures. Yes. All right. Moving on, we're going to Dispel. I don't feel like I use a lot of Dispel monsters. I'm not sure that I use it to its full potential, but to me it feels like a weaker ability. Dispel, when this monster hits an enemy that looks like there's a spelling or grammar error, it clears all positive status effects on that enemy. So kind of nice that it clears all of them, not just one. So Godly Rich, for sure. Demoralize is stackable. That is correct. That means you can use it on multiple. You can have multiple creatures on your side with Demoralize, and it stacks. So each time you have Demoralize, it's going to be -1 to your opponent's melee creatures. Sean Michael, how are you? All right, let's get our way up to Dodge, guys. We'll have another intermission. Then we'll have a Wheel of Death giveaway. So hang in there and give me some insight on these abilities so that we can help beginning players. Bum, 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 bum. All right, Divine Shield. Many of us will be reminded of Divine Shield when we think of the summoner Lana Shine. You guys remember that one? Sean Michaels says, I've never seen Dispel fire in a battle at silver or even low gold. Yeah, I hear you. Might come into play, later on, but I just don't feel like I use the Dispel monsters very often. But Lana Shine is a summoner right here. Lana Shine that gives Divine Shield to all of your monsters. Very powerful card. It is better than, in my opinion, than the Tyrus, like the original white guy summoner, because this can block a magic hit, and it can block like a melee or a ranged, but also this can be a way stronger protect than just like +1 armor. So this summoner basically replaces Tyrus, in my opinion. One thing that I was going to point out to you guys is when some cards are strong. Let's see if we can. Here's one thing, guys. Let's see if we can get some upvotes on this. Get the message out here about our training gear here. Yes, Loose Magoose bringing up a great point, because when we resurrect a creature, it's going to get that Divine Shield from the summoner again. So it picks up that ability again as it comes in its new life, right? I was searching for something. Oh, I was going to talk about, in this post, it mentions cards being replaced. And an example of that, so how we talked about Tyrus being replaced by Lorna? Okay, so take a look at this. So here we have Saber Shark, which is a very old card, but it's outright replaced by Pelacor Bandit because Pelacor Bandit has flying. So it's always interesting to understand use case in the game when something is being replaced. I think it's very important to understand that. Let's see where we're at. We were talking about Divine Shield. All right. The first time a monster takes damage, it is ignored when it has Divine Shield. So, in my opinion, stronger than +1 armor because it defends against any amount of a ranged, melee, or magic attack. If you guys, so I see it as stronger. But if you want to try to make some kind of case, if you're using the repair ability, which we'll cover later, repair, of course, can bring the armor back on the creature, and you might be able to bring that into an endless cycle. How about some... Okay, guys, Divine Shield, I think we covered it fair enough. Oh, here is a small tip. Divine Shield doesn't protect against poison. Oh, that is a very good tidbit. Damage is taken and Divine Shield is not removed. Yeah, so that is a very important to know. So right there. All right, we're going into dodge, and then hang in there, guys, because we're going to be doing a giveaway on the Wheel of Death, and we're going to see if you're going to be taking home a land plot or a gold legendary Chaos Legion card. Dodge. This is the Cadillac of making your monsters miss. This is the Cadillac. Do you guys want an advanced question that maybe you guys can answer for me? I'm pretty sure it is like this, but let's say a creature has phase and dodge, and I don't think that's even possible, but let's say that it was possible, phase and dodge. Then that would go into the calculation that the magic attack is going to have a harder time hitting that monster because of the dodge, right? I'm pretty confident that's how that would work, but we'll study phase in a little bit. But here it is, the Cadillac of making your monsters miss you, because it's a plus 25% chance that the monster misses you versus melee or ranged. Okay, and there's a nice little tidbit here. It is wasteful to use a monster with dodge in aim true rule set because everything's going to hit. So dodge, there you go. There's a nice little tidbit. And this looks kind of fun to look at. A fast monster with flying and dodge will be very hard to hit by melee and range attacks. And who provides that with us with ease? If you can keep them alive away from magic attacks. Do you guys remember the cockatrice? The cockatrice, right? Yeah, that's the cockatrice. Guys, we just covered dodge, and you know what time it is, don't you? What time is it, guys? It is... Yeah, it's that time. Hope you can punch a follow button in there, guys, and then enter ! Raffle. Because we're about to see if somebody's going to win a land plot or gold legendary. I'm looking for the proper sound effect. Let's wake you up with a lion roar. There you go. And this means the Wheel of Death is here. And come on, guys, let's show that we're having fun. Let's put some dance music on. All right, my good people, I hope you got your entry in because it mattered to player Yu-Gi-Oh! He ran away with a land plot. Closing the entries, picking a winner, it's going to be Camino. Camino, you're going to be coming on down. Let me see if I can find it for you. All right, Camino. Did I open up another drawing for you guys? It looks like I have. Here comes Camino with his first spin. Let's see what happens to him. Survey says. Oh, I thought maybe it was going to be free DEC, but no, he hit. He's been stunned and hit with a death blow from Dr. Blight. Gosh darn it. Well, I guess they all can't be jackpots or something like that. Let's give him a this for trying. Camino, don't I have him? I think I do have him already. There's a consolation prize. Better luck next time. And you might end up like Yu-Gi-Oh! Scoring a free land plot. Kind of painful for me to award. But hey, you guys are worth it. Right? I hope so. Double Strike is next, guys. Are we rocking now or what? This is like a rigged. Do you guys write stuff in like that to... You're joking, right? You guys, that's some kind of a, you know, you guys don't really mean that. You're just like rousing me and like, then we get a laugh and a smile out of it. So something about Double Strike. Speaking of Double Strike, do you know who is just an absolute beast? And we saw, early on, we saw somebody going in big on this guy. He's a dragon card. Anybody know who I'm going to search down for Double Strike? This guy is a beast. And then oftentimes you'll see people putting a Robo Dragon in front of him, right? So that's like a massive tank. Then this guy is double striking with reach right behind him, right, guys? Anyway, let's study this up. Double Strike says monster attacks twice each round. That is pretty straightforward. Do you guys, a previous streamer... Oh. Okay, well that's kind of funny though. Okay. So, you know, another thing that I, you know, things just go off in your mind, you know, things that you know about the game. You know, little monsters that you like. I like this monster quite a bit. It is, where is he? 7 mana. What's going on? Do I not following this one? Oh, these are all out of order. Let's see. Where's rarity, mana cost? That's what I need. All right, so 7 mana. There he is, guys. Silver Shield Assassin. He has poison and double strike. So that is pretty sweet, because he gets 2 chances to apply poison. So pretty sweet, guys, pretty sweet. So you guys have to see if there's any creative uses for, well, all right. I was thinking back to that dragon guy, but wouldn't it be cool if you could, you know, say use the poison summoner with double strike or something? That'd be cool. And it makes me think of this one card, but he's just not strong enough. Isn't he an old reward card that had double strike? Does anybody know who I'm thinking about? Yeah, it's this guy. But he's just not strong enough. But if the poison summoner could give him poison, you know, it sounds like fun, doesn't it? But poison summoner for now, has a weak use case. He might be good early on, like in the beginning, you know, but he's pretty expensive though, right? All right, where are we, guys? We're at... So let's go on to the Enrage ability. Enrage says, guys, has increased melee attack and speed when damaged. I didn't know the exact math on this. The multiplier is 1.5 times rounded up. So you guys all know, like in a Enrage rule set, you know, you guys know who can answer that? We'll give you a free deep lurker in advanced play, the card, if you give it Enrage, that I'm thinking of, he is an absolute beast to try and hit. Very defensive. And he can be played in all colors. Does that give it away? Free Deep Lurker, who's got the answer? He is an absolute beast when he gets hit by a little damage, and he becomes harder to hit. He can be used in all colors. He is great for the everybody gets Enrage rule set. Does nobody have the answer? Free Deep Lurker. Free Deep Lurker. I don't think anybody's going to come up with it. All right, let's up the ante. Let's go with a rare card of higher value. Who could it be in advanced play when the rule set is Enrage for everybody? This card can be played in all colors, and he becomes very defensive and very hard to hit. Does anybody have the answer for a rare Chaos Legion card? All right, you guys will get 10 seconds, and then I'm just going to have to tell you. There'll probably be a little bit of delay on the stream, but we should throw in card trivia every once in a while. But the card I was looking for, wow. Maybe you guys don't play at the diamond level a lot. The card I was looking for is this beast. Good guess, Scotty. Now, this is the beast. When he gets enraged, guys, he has phase, right? And so it's hard for anybody to hit him. Yeah. It's hard for anybody to hit him. So in an enraged rule set, he's really powerful. Yeah. Very defensive guy. All right. So let's see where we are in the abilities. You guys are getting pretty chill. We might have to do a giveaway. We got to do some flying. This is pretty easy to understand. There's the math behind it. It's 25% harder to hit if it has flying. So there you go. Just not a lot to fly. It's better to have flying than not have flying. Let's punch out Force Field. What is it? The monster takes only 1 damage from attacks with power 5+. And this is just an absolute beauty of an ability when you're like, say, a 99 mana match, right? And your opponent is just trying to throw down a smackdown of like a ton of damage. What's cool about Force Field is if it's 5 or higher, then it only has to take 1 damage. And so it's easy to laugh and smirk, like when your opponent is trying to do 7 damage to you and like runs into Force Field and only does 1. So it's pretty cool. Okay, guys, you know what time it is, don't ya? Let's do some of this. All right, and let's do some of this. All right, I gotta find some graphics for the screen, and we're gonna spin it up. Hope you are a follower and you got to enter !raffle, because here it goes. Survey says Camino again. That is the beauty of entering these contests numerous times, because you can win back to back. Is Camino subscribed? Maybe not, but you do get 3 extra bonus tickets if you are a subscriber. All right, there is another drawing open. Make sure you get in that one, guys. We're going to spin the wheel. Camino gets a land plot. No, Camino gets 1 through 5 SPS. Before I go and roll the die for him, are you going to continue to spin? You have 1 through 5 SPS. Thank you for showing the Coliseum logo. Appreciate it. Are you going to continue to spin and risk it? You have 1 through 5 SPS. Camino, we're waiting on you, brother. 1 through 5 SPS. What's he? I assume you're spinning again. Don't know that for a fact. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got, Willis? What you got? You really want me to roll it out? Okay. I thought maybe it would just be all gusto. All right. He wants to see how much SPS it is. It's gonna be 1. You get 1 SPS. All right. He just said spin. Let's see what he gets. Oh, he gets to add a Deep Lurker. Deep Lurker 1 SPS. Now what are you going to do, my friend? What are you going to do now? Dun, 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 dun. Deep Lurker 1 SPS. You going to cash out or risk it and continue to spin? Alrighty, good luck. Where she stops is, oh, nice. 2 Deep Lurkers, 1 SPS. Is that enough on the table yet? You want to crank or bank? Is enough on the table to cash out, or are you going to continue to spin? Is it on the fence yet, or does there have to be more treasure? Which way are you going to go? Oh, you don't have to tell me last spin. Wait till let's see what you get first. Oh my gosh, that's 3 Deep Lurkers, 1 SPS. Now we've got to give him the think sound effect, because I think we truly have a thinker. Let's put it on here. All right, he is gonna check out Camino METCHILLES. What? Oh, Rommel's trying to egg you on to do more. Here it is. I'm gonna copy it. Okay, 3. He has stopped. He chose to stop. 3 Deep Lurkers. Where is it? Here it is. So Ray says. I wonder if they have that one in sound effects. Here's his 3 Deep Lurkers. Let's find him some SPS. Dun dun dun. Where is... I was going to see if they have a sound effect I was going to search for. No, they don't have that. What is it's Family Feud, isn't it? Oh, let's see what this does. This looks like some other show, right? That's not it. That's not it. Let's do I have enough room to put that in? I do. Sounds. Let's do this. Let's do open. Add sound. Okay. My alerts. Let's put it way up. Okay, so I owe him 1 SPS. Just a second, guys. Just a second. 1 sec. All right, guys. Thanks for your patience. I reloaded the coffee. Thanks for your patience. So, to finish off our reward, I've got to send 1 SPS to our player. All right. Okay, guys. So, what do we? There could be. What do we do? What do we do with our SPS? First one to answer what we do with our SPS wins a deep lurker. Who's got the answer what we do with our SPS? Searching for the answer. Does anybody got it? Nobody's got the answer yet. All right. Oh, Godly Rich got it. There we go. Here's what we do with our SPS. We stake it. We stake it because we're getting a high APR, and we put our confidence in Splinterlands to deliver us. Deliver us, baby. All right, where are we at in this whole adventure? Oh, yes. We got to find a deep lurker for Godly Rich. Godly Rich. There you are, my friend. Yes. Stake and hodl. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. And then we all meet each other on Splinterlands Island. Right? I think it's possible. Okay. What's up next? We're gonna finish our education for beginning players. Giant Killer. I don't see this used very often, but then not a lot of monsters have it. And usually higher mana cards, apparently, that have Giant Killer. Now this is a Chaos Legion ability release. And what can we say about it exactly? Oh, I do think this is more useful than Deathblow. How do you guys feel about it? Oh, Scotty. Nice. Good answer, Scotty. Scotty says Card Auctions Island. I like the way you're thinking, my friend. Let's give him one of these. All right, guys. What is this? Giant Killer. So if you strike something with 10 mana or more, does double damage. Pretty straightforward. Looks like it's used in higher mana battles, guys. Moving forward. A favorite card of mine, but maybe he has to be used in reverse speed. The Halfling. Right, guys? The Halfling is what I'm thinking of. This guy. Wow. He's the only one that has the ability. So pretty powerful ability. Wow. Halfling. This goes each time the monster hits a target, the target's attack is cut in half. Rounded down. So interesting thing about this is it says each time the monster hits the target. So he's going to really be pulling a monster's attack down. And apparently it can affect magic too. If you're looking at that. Here's another cool ability coming up, guys. It's Headwinds. Headwinds. Oh, the only card with that ability in ranked play. Nice. Yeah. And it's got redemption, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. If they promise never to give anything else having, he might be a really good buy, right? Okay, guys, what ability we are on? We are on Headwinds. Reduces the ranged attack of all enemy monsters. Okay. And the keyword here is ranged. So it's just a -1 to all ranged attacks. And of course, it cannot be less than 1. All right. Moving on, we've got heal, and this is when the heal is on the monster itself. So it heals itself. Restores a portion of the monster's health each round. Restores 1/3 of the max health rounded down. Okay. Well, pretty straightforward. You guys have a favorite self-heal creature? This guy's a classic from way back. This is the new hot rare from Chaos Legion. This Cube is a beast. A lot of good use case from Cube. Cornelius used a lot. Yeah. Okay. Alright, going to the next one. See if we can make it through 3 or 4 abilities, then we'll go on to another drawing with the Wheel of Death. Okay. Immunity, guys, this is pretty straightforward. You can't put any negative abilities on an immunity creature. This is a very effective ability in the poison rule set, because poison cannot be applied to the monster because it has immunity. Now, just in case you didn't know, you can't dispel an immunity creature because it's immune to anything touching it. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in that. Pretty confident that's right. All right, moving on, we got Inspire, and it is, you can use the Inspire ability twice in one battle, so it's stackable, as they say. Just gives +1 melee attack to all creatures. One of my new favorite cards, Demented Shark, can be used early in ladder play. It gives Inspire to all creatures, and he works nicely with Pelacor Bandit. And you can see me talk about that discussion inside this beast here. Yeah, the cube has a huge use case. Godly Rich. All right. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flows like a hawk daily and nightly. All right, the knockout ability. I don't see this come into play a lot, but where I do see knockout come into the picture is it's the knockout rule set that gives it to all creatures, but it does double damage when attacking an enemy that is stunned. So you gotta stun them, then hit them, and then it does double damage. Okay. Last Stand. Who do we think of when we see Last Stand? There is a monster that sticks out to me. Who do we think of when we think of Last Stand? I'll type it in for you. Kron. All right. 2 more abilities, guys, and we'll run the Wheel of Death. Last Stand gains increased stats if it's the only monster left alive. Multiplier 1.5, rounded up. You guys can see this little tidbit here. Llama Mage adds that in. But Kron is the guy that I think of when you think of Last Stand. Let's do Life Leech. We've already done Magic Reflect, so we're going to do 2 more, then we're going to do a drawing. Oh, Flesh Golem gets Last Stand when he's maxed. I don't have a max. That's pretty cool. Gargoyle Devil. Okay. Good thoughts, guys. Life Leech. Monster's health increases each time it damages an enemy's monster's health in proportion to the damage dealt. Huh. New card from Chaos Legion, the Stitch Leech. He's a pretty good dude. Yeah. Life Sapper. Yeah. Okay. And our next ability, Opportunity. Very, very powerful rule set. Or, sorry, not rule set. Very, very powerful ability. I've used Serpentine Spy a million times. I love the Opportunity ability. You know, you got Deep Lurker, Vulture, classics, Yeah. So monsters with the Opportunity ability may attack from any position and will target the enemy monster with the lowest health. And just like this little tidbit says, yes, it is very useful in Fog because it can, the Fog rule set, because it can still operate. There we have it, guys. You know what time it is, don't you? You probably do. We're going to do something like this. And let's get you pumped up with something like this. All right, let's rock. Wow. That is a long sound effect. Okay, so let's press pick. The winner is gonna be NWA. No, NWB. NWB. Let's complete that drawing and open up a fresh new drawing for you guys. NWB is on the wheel. Let's see what happens to him, folks. Here comes our greedy goblin along with Dr. Blight. It is gonna be who? Oh no, NWB has died. NWB has died. Let's give him a consolation prize. Do you guys want to do a back-to-back drawing? Sure you do, right? Let's see if, there you go. Oh, I don't know if I can handle that. 3 BCX. Let's see if there's a single somewhere. There we go. Consolation prize for our player, NWB. So I do a check name. Oh, it looks like he's subscribed. Let's give him the hot stuff. NWB0719. Let's see if this comes up with something. Well, give me your Splinterlands username, and we'll give you this nice scout. 3 BCX. I see you're subscribed. Did he get his username in? I can't get his username. You guys see it? We're going to do a back-to-back drawing because you guys rock. You guys rock. Okay, let's get ready, guys. Let's see if we can find a little dance music. Keep us rolling. Do some. Let's see what this does to us. All right, guys, you have only a few moments to enter Be a follower. You enter !Raffle, and you are good to go. We'll give you 5 more seconds just to make sure, and then we're going to see if you're going to be the next person to walk away with a land plot or gold legendary. Could happen to you. Land plot was given away 2 days ago. All right, I've given you enough time. The winner is going to be crazy. It's Camino again. I've opened up another drawing, but Camino will be spinning. Camino, are you subscribed? You do get 3 extra bonus tickets. I'm guessing he is subscribed or he's extremely lucky. No, he is subscribed. Okay. All right, I need to find somewhere. We need to let everybody know. Here comes Dr. Death along with the sneaky goblin. And let's spin it for you, Camino, and see what you're walking away with. It's going to be a what? Oh, another death. Well, his luck has come to an end, guys. Let's give him a consolation. Camino, gotcha. All right, let's see where we're at on these abilities. You got the ability. Here's the post we're working on, guys. A beginner's guide from the very start. Yes, that is true. It was almost a legendary. Beginner's guide from the very start. And oh, somebody commented. What'd they say? Oh, just a hive buzz. I'm trying to sort out, where are we on this? Okay. Oppress. I don't see this coming into play much, but Oppress does stick out to me on this guy. They're a Grenadier. Grenadier, you know, in low mana battles, or maybe even Little League. Grenadier because he has Blast. Pretty powerful card, in my opinion. He looked, you know, quick look at this, he looks like the strongest one out of the bunch. Grenadier. Alright, Oppress does double damage when attacking an enemy that has no attacks. So this would be such as Lord A. Yeah, Scotty Fortune said it. Or like a failed summoner. Doesn't have an attack. Yeah, Camino, you won the last one. Did I send out a card to you? I thought I did. But it was a consolation because you died. Oh. All right, guys, moving on. We're going to go to Phase. Phase is new from Chaos Legion. Magic attack can miss this monster. Right on. Magic attack can miss this monster. So they turned it upside down, didn't they? They used to say magic can never miss. But they changed that with the ability Phase. The Phase ability means that we now use calculations to see whether that magic hits against that monster that has Phase. Where is Phase a beast on? The 7 mana neutral, I believe Phase is on, and also the blue legendary. I think he's a rewards card also has. Or yes, I got that right. He's on this one. He's on this one. All right, let's try to run through 5 abilities, and then we'll spin another one. All right, good night to you, Zeke. All right, we'll catch you next time. All right. All right. Piercing. If melee range attack is in excess of the target's armor, the remainder damage will punch through and hit the monster. So past the armor, the damage goes to the target. Unicorn Mustang's a classic. It's got piercing. Lightning Dragon, piercing. All right. Poison. Attacks have a chance to apply poison. It's a 50% chance. And so it does, it's 2 damage, right? Automatic damage to the target beginning of each round after the poison is applied. All right. As we go into Protect. Protect, all friendly monsters gain +2 armor, and it is stackable. Reach. Melee attack monsters with the reach ability. That means you can put him in the 2nd position, and he can still hit as a melee character. Recharge. Don't see this factoring in much. The monster attacks every other round, but does 3 times damage. Redemption. Redemption is a classic effect used in the death setup when you can use Rust and then you weaken them and then you hit them with a redemption. So when the monster falls, it does 1 damage to all enemy monsters. Pretty straightforward. And let's toss in Weaken, because we just talked about it. Weaken's just going to reduce everyone's health on the opposing team by 1, and it cannot be less than 1. Repair. Restores some armor to the friendly monster whose armor has taken the most damage. Alright. In the healed out rule set, when there's no healing, repair still works. Nice. Alright, restores armor. And then it's important to realize whose armor has taken the most damage. Resurrect. We got pretty straightforward, guys. When a monster dies, it just comes back to life with 1 life. Alright. You cannot resurrect yourself. That is a good point, guys, because if your resurrect creature dies first, then it doesn't get to use the resurrect ability, and that really sucks. Here is Retaliate, and right after this, we're going to be doing a drawing. When a melee attack monster hits a guy with Retaliate, there's a chance that it will hit back. All right. That's when you hit a melee monster, 50% chance of activation. All right. Return fire, then we're going to do another drawing, guys. We've got damage returned is equal to damage of attacker divided by 2, rounded up. So we talked about return fire a little bit a while back. All right, so this is a good thing to use against ranged attacks. Like Magic Reflect, but it's against ranged attacks. Rust reduces the armor of all enemy monsters. It's -2 armor, keep in mind. All right, sports fans, here we go. We're doing video content for beginners today, guys. Let's bring on our mighty Wheel of Death. Okay, guys, make sure you're entered. Let's spin it and pick a winner. Godly Rich, you're going to be spinning this one, and I'm going to open up another drawing for you guys to get in on. Godly Rich, let's see what you get. Ooh, Godly Rich, early exit. Let's give him a consolation, such as this. All right, better luck next time, Godly Rich. All right, I think I'm taxing you guys. I'm taxing your guys' attention span. Let's see if we can fly through these. Guys, scatter shot means it's going to hit a random target, and it's very effective against taunt because it will bypass taunt. Guys, scavenger, awesome ability. When a monster dies on either side of the field, it's going to add 1 life to that scavenge monster. Absolute beast with scavenge is Dr. Blight. This is also another interesting character, parasitic growth. Moving on, guys, we got Shatter. Good ability, but I don't see it working for me a ton. When it strikes a monster, it destroys the armor. And the important thing about that is that it could have 10 armor and it destroys it all. But also, a good thing about this ability is what? Once the armor is destroyed, it can't be repaired. Okay. Oh, yeah, good point, Godly Rich. Yeah, scatter shot. So it can bypass taunt, and then if it has blast, of course it's going to be doing the blast damage. Right? Thank you for adding that, Godly Rich. Yeah. And you'll notice there is a creature that has blast and scatter shot. And who would that beast be? That would be our friend, the Chaos Dragon. Bam. All right, we are on to Shield. Shield, guys, is zip, zoop. We got cuts the damage in half. Reduced damage from melee and range attack damage gets halved. Rounded up, though. So a 3 damage guy would still end up doing 2 damage. Right? Okay, because it's rounded up. Silence. We got... It just reduces the magic attack monsters on the other side of the field by 1. Pretty straightforward. We got slow. Now, to me, slow and swiftness are like the same thing. Reduces the speed of all enemy monsters. So they are going to get slowed. And its brother or twin, swiftness, all friendly monsters get an increased speed. To me, it's like they accomplish the same thing. I don't see snare being very effective, but when it hits a creature with flying, it removes the flying ability, and then cannot miss. If a creature has snare, hey, it's a bonus, but I don't know, not super useful to me. Sneak, very important to understand this from the very beginning. All you have to know is the creature attacks the end of the lineup. All right. Last monster of the enemy. Snipe, another classic ability. This it's going to hit the first ranged or magic attacked monster. Okay. And then if there is no ranged or magic, then it just goes to the first position. Strengthen. All friendly monsters have increased health. And important to know on that is it's +1 health to all creatures. Stun. When a monster with stun hits the target, it has to skip its turn. It has to skip its turn on the next turn. 50% chance of activation. Tank heal. Restores a portion of the monster in the first position's health each round. Okay, so 1/3 of the max health rounded up. All right. Taunt. We were just talking about taunt, guys. The enemy monsters are forced to attack this monster if they are able to. And then what bypasses that is scatter shot. We talked about thorns earlier. When a monster hits another monster that has thorns, they're going to take 2 damage. Okay. And of course, if it's amplified, it's going to be +1 if you happen to have a monster with amplified. Trample. I don't feel like this plays in a ton. but it's a bonus when a creature has it. When a monster trample kills the target, it will perform another attack on the next monster of the enemy team. Of course, you know, trample is very useful. There's like a stampede rule set, right, guys? Triage. It's going to heal the backline creature. So not the front guy, but inside the lineup, the monster that has taken the most damage. All right. True Strike just means it's always going to hit. There you go. Void. Beautiful effect. Reduces the magic attacks. It cuts it in half. Attack damage gets halved, rounded up. Okay. Void armor. This is nice because now your armor protects against magic and ranged and melee. And if you can repair the armor, that is a nice little combo. And finally, guys, weaken reduces the health of all enemy monsters by 1 health. Okay, we just covered it all. So now we'll have this content video forever. All right. Looks like I had the wheel in front of those on accident, but all right, 1 second. I'll be right back and we'll do a Wheel of Death. All right, guys, here is our Wheel of Death. Is there a running timer on this? Yes. So about at 1:30, I can end that for the content session. All right, guys, just a reminder, if you are subscribed, you get 3 extra bonus tickets. If you're just joining us, if you're a follower, then you're all set. If you're a follower, you're all set. You can enter freely into the raffle. You just enter !Raffle. All right, guys, here comes our mighty Wheel of Death. And just a final reminder, all of those abilities. Hey there, Otep. All of those abilities you can check up on at splintercards.com. So you can do that. So we need a sound effect and we'll be ready to roll. Ghostly BG, good luck. You're spinning and you've been awarded a death. Ghostly BG. I don't know. We've seen some good stuff, and we've seen some rough stuff too with some deaths, and so always keep that in mind when you are risking another spin, that death could be right around the corner. I'm searching for. Do we have one of these? That looks like a quality common to give to Ghostly. There you are, Ghostly. Okay, from what I can tell in my mind, I think we're at a conclusion. Did I open up another drawing? Well, let's see if I can... Oh, no, I got to complete that one. All right, guys, in case... Thank you for coming in, JM. In case you guys don't know, this would be in roughly 30 minutes. 4:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll be back. And we are going to play a tournament. And It is right here, guys. It is a 5 DEC tournament. Okay. There's a 5 DEC tournament coming, and then you guys can show off all your skills. We'll be studying lineups, guys, and just, I mean, take a look at this tournament for 5 DEC. And it's not that I'm making a big you know, sales pitch, but you know, from a value standpoint for 5 DEC. So if you get first, what is that? 35 times your entry for first, guys. 5 DEC. Now we even have something for somebody that needs to get a little bit lucky. If you get 21st, you can get 180 DEC. So, and everybody can play in this. And then I'm also going to see if I can clip on this episode. Guys, over at Card Auctions, see if you need to rent any cards, it's pretty easy, guys. So you just got to get your Hive keychain set up, and we're talking about all this stuff on this post. I'll show it to you guys. We can talk over time a little bit, but there's a post, guys, where we're going over absolutely everything. And the thing that I want to point out to everybody as a beginner is that if you want to play in this tournament and you're on an insanely tight budget, well, you could go through every single one of these cards. In fact, you could even do this. Okay, you could mark these and select non-gold. All right, so if you want to play in the tournament that's coming up, I just put all the cards that you'll need if you had to get every single one for the tournament we're going to play in. You could go through and just rent these cards, guys. And this is how renting works. You click on it and you find it's level 1 that we use, right, guys, when we're a novice. Those happen to have 3 BCX in them, but that would work. You choose how many days you want. Maybe you want to play the tournament with us for 7 days. If we have the tournament every day, maybe you want to play the tournament with us for 7 days, and you want to make it easy on yourself. But if you wanted to play today, you just enter 1 day, you press rent, and bam, you're done. So you could rent all these cards. And so for, you know, that, look at this. I mean, it says 0.12 DEC to rent that card. So this is how easy renting is. So if I needed a level 1 of him, there it is. Look at that, 0.1 DEC. So if you're on an insane budget and you want to play in the tournament, this is how easy it is to get all the cards you need. You just rent these and then you can play in the tournament. Costs 5 DEC. It's insane, man. Really, really easy. So let me grab the link for this. Oh yeah, great idea, Godly. Great idea. So wouldn't it be cool if you could rent the whole set or buy it like with a one-click type thing? That would be very cool, right, guys? I'll mention that option to the developer. All right, tournament is in 30 minutes, guys. Please remember to check in. There's all kinds of DEC to be won. You can learn your strategizing when we enter into the tournaments. But so we are at a conclusion, and we've completed the content for abilities and rentals. I'll go ahead and extract that from the stuff. All right, guys, long-winded I was, but keep in mind we will have the giveaways during the tournament action. So not only is there huge DEC in proportion to your 5 DEC entry, you're basically getting all the tools you need from this stream to come and compete with us for the treasure. And if we can build this up and scale it, think about how much fun we can have. Awesome, right? Whew. Okay, guys. Be good, take care, and peace out. I'll see you in 30 minutes. We'll have the Wheel of Death to see if we can award you your very own free plot of land or a gold legendary Chaos Legion card. Guys, we can always scale and turn that gold legendary card up into, say, an untamed gold legendary. Or even further, we can scale. Bring the fun, guys. Share if you care. Okay. All right. Peace out. Peace out. Here's your closing video. See you guys in 30.